Of course, I was not there, but I was at Rumuokuta. I was driving towards Rumola when I saw police barricade on Rumuokuta Road. So I was prevented from using that, which means that my own freedom of movement on that day, as at that period, was also infringed upon. All right? And then the smoke, of course, came towards that area, and we inhaled a bit of it. So I was also affected. I was not on the Rivers School of Arts and Science confines, but I was far away to show how, wide this whole thing went. But again, let us also look at the fact that the likes of Wokocha also gathered at Bori yesterday. Police gave them massive police protection. They didn't ask for protection. All right, but yet police gave them protection in Bori.
You can't be too sure that they didn't ask for protection. I actually wanted us to look at the composition of that particular crowd.
Yes.
Because so far we've just been able to get true names of some Nigerians.
Yes.
For some, they believe that crowd, they are not members, majority not members of the Safe Rivers movement.
Yes.
That it's a hired crowd, and some of them are actually thugs.
That is the police allegation, that they are thugs. Now, if the organization writes to police to say, give us protection, it means come to our program, protect us, and also help us screen those who come. All right, to screen away hoodlums and not to scare away everybody. You saw canopies. Are you saying that canopies are thugs? Are you saying that chairs are thugs?
Just a minute.
Canopies were destroyed. Chairs were destroyed.
We have
These are people's properties.
We have Mr. Wankocha back on the phone.
Yes.
So let's hope this will he's done what we did ask him.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, Mr. Wankocha. You were making a point about first of all, the rubber bullets issue is raising a lot of concern. Tell us about all of that, because Mr. Schroeder here thinks otherwise about the use of rubber bullets.
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police has issued a statement saying he does not have any rubber bullets in his armory, and he has also put the Inspector General of Police that what he has here is smoke, and the gentleman has not denied using smoke. He has not denied using smoke. He said, I don't have rubber bullets. And now, as I speak to you, he has told the Inspector General of Police saying that what he approving was smoke. So the issue of rubber bullets should not come in here at all. The point I'm trying to make early.
I'm afraid you're still in the same position. It's either your TV is on or you're close to your set. It's affecting the conversation. So if you could move away from where your TV set is, so that we can hear you clearly. We're getting this howl back, and it's harmful to the ears. Please, could you just move away from there while we continue on that? Okay, we'll try and sort him out on that.
Hello?
Okay, have you done that?
Can you hear me very well?
Okay, we can hear you.
Fine. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, Ellie, to you is that the Commissioner of Police have said it clear that he does not have his team. And he has quoted the Inspector General of Police saying that no, he only smoke and he cannot acquire arms by himself as a Commissioner of Police.
Okay,
so that was settled.
Just a minute.
Now, I'm trying to say earlier, you say you didn't get me clear.
Can you hear me? Just a minute. We're still getting that challenge, but if you could just squeeze this in for a minute so we can endure that minute. Does the police have the right to prevent people from having their gathering?
Now, let me explain to you. The police are intelligent people. If police have an intelligent report against a gathering, the police have the right to stop that gathering. If they have an intelligence and security report pertaining a particular gathering, the police have the right to stop the gathering.
But how come they were there by 5 a.m.? Did they have the report in this case to stop this gathering?
Sorry, come back.
Did they have any intelligence report about this gathering?
Yes, they do. They have an intelligence report. They have a security report against this gathering.
What was the report? What was the intelligence report they had?
They they have a security report saying that, don't forget that the local government this thing happened was the same local government that a governor sacked 17 councillors, sacked a local government chairman.
No, what was the intelligence report?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, that in this particular local government where this thing happened, the police have a security report saying that there will be problems, there will be rival groups in this particular area. So what do you expect the police to do at that time? And I still tell you, I told you before here, that a program that was slated by 7 p.m. What was Magnus Abbey doing around 7 a.m. in the arena? I asked that before. And now Magnus was admitted in the clinic, according to him, where a doctor was administering drip and ECG on him. Now I want to tell you, even a vet doctor will not administer a drip or do an ECG when you have a metal belt or a wristwatch on your hand. No vet doctor will do that kind of a thing. So now Magnus is expected to be in that arena around 2 p.m. So how come Magnus arrived 7 a.m. even before anybody? He was not the one erecting the canopy, rather he was the one erecting the chairs.
Okay.
So how come Magnus arrived here around 7 a.m. and look at your script, look at what you showed on the television. People throwing water, throwing water, putting up and shorts and shoes. Are they the kind of guests they are expecting? Are they the
Mr. Gospel,
they are expecting in that arena?
Okay, thank you for speaking with us, Gospel and Wankocha. But although we have
my quick take is this: from what I've gathered, is that somebody is saying out a script sold to him, to present to the public, which is falsehood.
How do you come to that conclusion?
My conclusion is from the fact that if he says there's a security report from the police, that means he's privy to the workings of the police. That means he's one of those who work with the Nigerian police. And then if such a security report was so strong, why was it not made public? So that those who are about to organize the program, who were about to organize the program, are quickly informed via the public media that there is a security report that your meeting will be, a cause for violence and a cause for crisis. Please do not hold that meeting. With that, we can now hold Save Rivers Movement and those who attended that program to ransom. In the event that nothing like that whatsoever. Now, they were even going to the venue. The police had barricaded that place long before they arrived. The police could have even stopped them, in the course of their entrance, to say, please, we have security reports that this is about to happen, don't gather.
Well, now that you're here, someone actually sent in a mail yesterday asking for evidence. If we say rubber bullets or people we actually killed or maimed, well, we still haven't seen anyone who's come forward to say
if you remember very well,
he was shot or killed.
Yes. Well, you haven't seen, but I'm telling you now that people are lying in the hospital. You can ask your correspondent to go to the Save Rivers Movement members and go to the residents of the Rivers College of Arts and Science. And then do not also forget that after they successfully chased away everybody, and those who were injured carried away, vehicles that were destroyed were still lying there. Alright, canopies that were destroyed were still lying there. Now the same police were fully, within the premises, and they extracted everything that would give evidence.
What about the senator going to the hospital?
That is
we have said that.
Yes.
If he was, hurt.
Yes.
As such.
Yes.
How come he walked into the hospital?
Can anybody give us evidence? Those who are saying it. So immediately it happened, he was rushed to a nearby church where they were also running helter-skelter. It is those in the church who quickly look for a way to ferry him to the hospital. Can someone show the picture?
How did you know this?
Okay, I had the information. I spoke with the senator's wife yesterday. She's with him now at the hospital in London.
So he didn't walk into the hospital?
He was carried to the hospital, for God's sake. Now, if you are making such you see, the evidence are in section 1.
Was he carried or accompanied?
You see, when people make these allegations, they should be able to provide proof. We're in an era where there are video cameras in all of our telephones. That's why I'm still commending channels. Alright? Now, if the police wanted to do a clean job, why will you attack canopies and chairs?
Why
if you get to see a video, if you get to see a video contradicting what you just said of the senator walking into the hospital, what would be your take?
My take would be as such that we arise after I've seen it, but I've not seen it, so I need proof.
And
I believe in proof.
And if you get to see a proof?
If I get to see a proof, you will hear me then.
But you saw no proof.
I don't work with I don't do preemptive statements.
But you know, it's the same way that you heard when you spoke to the wife that he was rushed.
Yes.
Did you get any proof?
I heard from you see, when we have people involved in an incident give us facts. I'm a lawyer. You walk into my law firm, you give me facts. Why should I doubt you? These are the facts I'm to present to make a case for you.
You mean you will not?
So any fact that I'm presenting to a judge are facts that are substantiated because it is coming from the victim.
You won't double check with the client?
I will. You see, the truth is this. That is why we have processes of evidence taking, processes of cross-examination, isn't it? All right. Now I'm saying, give me proof. When you give me proof, I will now do the appropriate thing at the appropriate time.
I asked you if you've seen an emergency situation before in a hospital.
Yes.
Do you see the patients wearing their wristwatches while drips are being administered?
My brother, you are talking about an emergency situation. Who is talking about removing wristwatch when there's an emergency? Who is talking about when there's an emergency? What you think about is how to sustain, how to keep that life. Not about removing wristwatch and removing shoes.
Okay, so you can administer. You think a drip can be administered with a wristwatch still being worn?
My brother, in an emergency, what will sustain life is what is primus, not what is hanging on the body.
How about
now? Are you saying that it should have been stripped naked? Okay. There's an emergency, for God's sake.
An ECG, which the doctor said he had to do,
yes,
has to do with an electromagnetic field.
Are you a doctor?
Hold on. I study physics.
No, doctors have written us.
And doctors have written us.
They've written us. Several doctors have
said that he was wearing his belt when on the bed.
My brother,
situation.
You see,
for someone who's traumatized.
I'm talking about an emergency situation.
Yes,
and then the doctors that are writing you are not doctors who are on the spot. I'm sure that if these doctors were on the spot, their stories will be different. You see, it is easy to say anything to the air when you are not on the spot.
When you see someone fainting, what's the first thing you do?
When you see someone fainting,
what's the first thing you do? What you do is resuscitate life.
How? Not remove belts, not strip the person naked.
Would you not at least give the person some air?
My brother, as far as I'm concerned, all right, you will resuscitate life, which includes giving the person air. Does wristwatch take away your air? Does the clothes you have on take away your air? You see, that's why we say that when we want to hear, we don't hear from those who are not there. We hear from those, all right, who were there. Otherwise, these doctors' conjunctions are hearsay. And they will not be the ones that will come and give evidence in the event that we're taking evidence in court.
Don't forget they're professionals.
Yes.
They do that job. What they see, they tell you that this is right, this is wrong.
And we also take cognizance of the fact that if a doctor treated you while you were ill, it is not another doctor that will come and give evidence. It is the same doctor who treated you while you were ill that will take evidence. Now, have you gone to call these doctors for this interview to ask them this question? I think those doctors will be better, related with the doctors who treated Senator Magnus Abbey. You do very well if you do that.
All right, Mr. Ken Ashrete, a legal practitioner and a civil society activist. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.